Hi friends, I'm Neha. Today we're going to learn a new topic, the eyes have it. I guess you know the content, reflect and imagine of the story eyes have it. So let's start. Who read this? Who wrote this? Ruskin Bond, he's an Indian author of children's books, and in the age of 17 years in UK he started to write his first novel, The Room on the Roof. He published in the year 1956. The novel won the John Llewellyn Rice Memorial Prize in 1957. The Eyes Have It originally published in the Contemporary Indian English Stories. In the popular short story by Ruskin Bond, later it was included in many other collections such as The Eyes Have It or Not Here, The Girl on the Tree, etc. One whose house is built in the lap of nature has most of its strippers set in Missouri. Influenced by great English writers like Charles Dickens and Thomas Hardy, Bond likes to write about common people and their issues. Next, read. I had the train compartment to myself up to room now, and then the girl got in. The couple who saw her off were probably her parents. They seemed very anxious about her comfort, and the woman gave the girl detailed instructions to not speak with strangers and do not lean out of the windows and keep her things properly so no one takes it. They called their goodbyes, and the train pulled out of the station. As I was totally blind at that time, my eyes were sensitive only light and darkness too. I was unable to tell what the girl looked like, but I knew how she wore slippers because of her tone of the slapping against her heels. It would take some time to discover something about her looks and voice. And and then the blind person asked, "Are you going all the way to Dehra?" I asked. I must have been sitting in the dark corner because my voice startled her. She gave a little exclamation and said, "I don't know anyone else here." Well, it often happens that people with good eyesight fail to see what is right in front of them. They have too much to take in, I suppose, whereas people who cannot see or see very little have to take in only the essentials, whatever registers tellingly on their remaining senses. "Didn't I see you either?" I said, "but I heard you come in." I wondered if I would be able to prevent her from discovering that I was blind. Next, "Shouldn't be too difficult," the girl said. "I am getting off at Shanpur. My aunt is meeting me there." "Then I had better not telling too familiar," I replied. "Aunts are usually formidable creatures." "Where are you going?" she asked. "To Dehra and Missouri." "Oh, how lucky you are! I wish I were going to Madurai. I love the hills, especially in October." "Yeah, yes, this is the best time," I said, calling on my memories. "The hills are covered with wild lilies, the sun is delicious, and at the night you can sit in the front of the log fire and drink coffee. The most of the tourists have been gone because of the roads are quiet and almost distressed. Yes, October is the best time." She was silent, and I wondered if my words touched her, or whether she thought I was romanticful. Then I made a mistake. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. Then I made up. mystic. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. Had she noticed he already that I could not see? But her next question removed my doubts. Why don't you look out of the window? She asked. The question the blind person asked is, how is outside? Then she asked, why don't you look out of the window? She asked. I moved easily along the berth and felt for window ledge. The window was open and I faced it, making a pretense of studying a landscape. I heard a panting or painting of the engine, of the rumble of the wheels, and in my mind, I could see telegraph posts flashing by. Have you noticed, I ventured, that the trees seem to be moving while we seem to be standing still? It always happens, she said. Do you see animals? No, I answered quite confidently. I knew that there were hardly any animals left in the forest near Tehra. Next, I turned from the window and faced the girl, and for a while we sat in silence. And the blind person told, you have an interesting face, and then she became a little irritating and safe remark by him, and a few girls were this is flattery, but she laughed pleasantly, clear ringing laugh. It's nice to be told having an interesting face. I dreamed of people telling me I have a pretty face. Oh, how a pretty face! I thought I assuaged, I said. Well, an interesting face can also be pretty. So many people tell this to me. I thought then I thought I would try to laugh for her, but her lottery made her feel troubled and lonely. So then by that time, while I will soon be all your station, I said, thanks goodness it's a short journey. I can't bear it to sit in the train more than 3 hours. Yet he felt bad. The blind person felt bad. Brief encounter. The journey of the face and the girl was so nice for him. And next, the engine whistle shrieked. Then she got up and went off and told bye to the blind person till now where they both talked to each other. Then the girl said goodbye. She was standing very close to me, so her perfume from her hair was dazzling, and I wanted to raise my hand and touch her hair, but she moved away. Only the secret perfume still lingered on his shirt, nor his dress. Next, we moved off. Once again, I had the game to play and new fellow traveler. The train gathered speed, the wheels took up their song, the carriage called and shook. I found the window and sat in the front, staring into the daylight that was darkness for me. So many things were happening outside the window. It could be fascinating game guessing what went on out there. The man who had entered in the compartment broke my review. You must be disappointed, he said. I'm not really as attractive as a traveling companion as the one who just left. She was an interesting girl, I said. Can you tell me, did she keep her hair long or short? I don't remember, he said, sounding puzzled. It was her eyes I noticed, not her hair. She had a beautiful eyes, but they were no use to her. She was completely blind. Didn't you notice? Then the person got shocked and all right then each other spoke blindly. So next If you want to watch more videos, then go and subscribe to my channel.